Hello guys, Matthew here and welcome back again to the Tech2 YouTube channel. Yes, it's already here in my hands just 2 days after the official release and I'm really excited about it, the new Logitech G900 Chaos Spectrum wireless gaming mouse. Basically, to put it simple, at least for now, this will be their top of the line model of gaming mouse, taking in all the bells and whistles from this industry. As you can see, the product box is straightforward, as always is with Logitech's products. On the front you can see a top view picture of the mouse itself. On the back we have some talk about the features, mention of the sensor, or like the fact that this mouse supports ambidextrous design, while on the bottom you will find a detailed list of the specifications and supported platforms, as well as a notion of the 2-year warranty. Opening up this cool looking box, beneath the mouse you'll find an accessory compartment. Here's the user manual. A small box with wireless receiver and some mouse parts. Warranty information. Charging and connection cable. And last but certainly not the least, here's the star of this show. Taking a bit closer look at the G900, you can see that it follows that general design philosophy like all the newer mice from Logitech gaming portfolio, but with a different take on it and a little bit of its own spice. The middle portion is really something else, with this indents and partially open up design style, dominated by this chromed-like surface, which I personally like, although I generally avoid chrome products as they can be a little bit tacky. Up there you will find 2 dedicated DPI switch buttons and its light indicator, one button for enabling and disabling the hyper scroll wheel, and of course the scroll wheel itself with its hollow-like design, which is actually a part of weight reduction measure. One more thing about the scroll wheel, and that is that it finally has a left and right scroll click beside the regular middle click, which is a rare sight in this segment, maybe not so needed in gaming but certainly in productivity. On the left and the right side of the scroll wheel you will find your mouse buttons, bringing in, as Logitech says, pivot style design and number and switches of course. The back end is pretty regular looking, with illuminated Logitech G logo and a decent slope following it up, together with this engraved design detail consisting out of vertical lines. Overall, the G900 has a really attractive design, at least to me. They did a good job of combining an elegant looking mouse with just the right amount of gamer style edge in it. Coming in as a default setup, on the left side you can see 2 G buttons, while opposite of that on the right side you will see a plastic cover on that same spot, and being an ambidextrous mouse, Logitech enabled users to modify both sides with additional buttons. You can easily remove that plastic cap and put the second set of buttons, having a total of 4 on both sides, or you can, if you wish so, remove everything and just put the plastic covers on both sides. Going to the front you will see a micro USB connection port for charging up the mouse, or just having a dedicated cable connection using this thick and nicely braided 1.83 meter cable. For the wireless connection you'll use this small USB dongle working on 2.4 GHz, and if you need a longer reach you can use this micro USB to USB Type A adapter connection and hook up the cable to it and basically make an extension cord. Moving to the bottom you can see a decent amount of large Teflon feet, on and off switch, and a button for switching between saved profiles. In the middle of it all we have the Pixart's PWM3366 optical sensor, which you can actually find in other Logitech's models like the G303 or the G502. Taking the mouse for a spin, comfort-wise, as a palm grip style user, it suits me well, basically the same way as my current G602 does. Just like with my favorite mouse ever, the Logitech G9, I love that it's a bit lower and less steep on the back, while I do miss the thumb rest like on the G602, but bottom line, it was really pleasant to use. One thing that I've noticed throughout the use is that the mouse is really light, especially considering that it already packs an integrated battery, weighing in at 107 grams. Although this is a plus, it's also a con, since the 720 mAh battery can provide, as Logitech claims, up to 32 hours of life, which is in my opinion really low. That's not a surprise, as that kind of capacity is nothing compared to the 2 Panasonic Eneloop Pro 2500 mAh batteries which I have in my G602, but then again, in that case you have to deal with additional weight, and in the end you can always connect the G900 to a cable and just use it like that while charging. You win some, you lose some. Moving to the performance and use side of things, as I already covered some distance with this sensor on other mice, the experience with the G900 was pretty much the same as with the well-praised G303 for example. Responsiveness is really great, accuracy on par with the top contenders in its class, as well as the acceleration. Although you cannot adjust it, the lift-off distance is decently low, much lower than my G602 for example. The switches are just the right amount of firm with pretty low travel distance, while the scroll wheel is really rough, tactile and loud, like the G9 model and other newer ones similar to it. Although the Logitech gaming software fully supports the G900 model, at the time of doing this video, the official updated version of it wasn't available. You can check that out in detail in a Tom's Hardware review, link in the description box below, where they had that updated version of the Logitech gaming software with the support for the G900. Bottom line, everything is pretty much the same as with other models. On there you will find your usual options, customize and save profiles, change DPI sensitivity levels, reprogram buttons according to the layout, change the color of the logo and DPI lights in something else from the RGB spectrum, tune your sensor according to the surface, and check out and optimize your battery life, which is actually a new addition to the software. Besides some minor flaws, the G900 is overall an excellent mouse, but of course with a catch, and that is its very high price of $150, which is really way up there compared to the rest of their lineup. That's almost double the price of the G502 and G602, while being still far away from the G700S, and also don't forget about its competition in this class. Bottom line, that number will give you a lot to think about before you buy it. That's it guys for this time. Thank you once again for checking out the unboxing and review of the Logitech G900 Chaos Spectrum gaming mouse. Feel free to give us a thumbs up if you like this video, leave a comment down below if you have any questions about the product, and of course, if you would like to see more content like this, you can subscribe to our TechTech YouTube channel, or you can just check out our other videos from before.